lessons today with me, Nada. Today our lesson will be about the verb negation. So let's start our lesson. So hopefully this lesson will be easy and simple for you to understand because it's actually based on the previous lessons. If you remember, in the previous lessons I have explained the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. Now in this lesson we're only going to use the present tense because in the verb negation we are actually having similar rules like the English verb negation. I'll give you an example. If I'm going to talk, for example, using the verb go, in the past I say I didn't go. In the present I say I don't go. In the future I say I will not go. So in all these cases the verb go is in the present. And it's actually the same thing also in Arabic. In Arabic, we keep the verb in present, and what makes us know in which time we are speaking is the word before the verb. We have actually three words. The first one is lam, which stands for didn't in English. The second is la, which stands for don't. And the third is lan, which stands for will not. So past, present, future. After these three words, we put the verb in our present tense. Now I'm going to give you some examples to see how we can use these three words. So let's move on to the examples. So starting by the first word, which is lam, for the negation in the past. Let's read the first sentence. لم أذهب إلى العمل. I didn't go to work. I didn't go to work. Our verb here is أذهب. It's in the present. Remember, أنا أذهب. But here it becomes أذهب. We put a sukun instead of the dhamma. That's the only difference. لم أذهب إلى العمل. The second example, again, لم نقرأ اليوم. We didn't read today. لم نقرأ اليوم. نقرأ. In the present, it's نقرأ. It becomes نقرأ. We put a sukun instead of the dhamma. The same difference like the first sentence. لم نقرأ اليوم. We put a sukun. But the verbs stay in the present. Okay? Now the third sentence. لم يسافرا إلى المغرب. They, two people, didn't travel to Morocco. لم يسافرا إلى المغرب. Now here we have a new rule. Remember, for two people in the present, when making the verb present for two people, for example, if I use this verb يسافر, it becomes يسافران. There's a noon at the end. Now here, we remove the noon. And this is our new rule. To remove the noon, whenever this verb is in the, like it's conjugated, and there's a noon, we remove this noon. Except for antunna and hunna. So, if this noon is part of the original verb, we don't remove it. If it's part of the original verb. Second thing, if it's antunna or hunna, we also don't remove it. In other cases, we remove it. Like for huma, for antuma, for antum, for hum. For example, anti. Anti, for example, if I have anti here, anti lam تسافري إلى المغرب. تسافرين is the present, it becomes تسافري. If I have هم لم يسافرون, it's gonna be لم يسافروا, not رونا. We remove the noon. So when the verb is conjugated and we have a noon, this noon gets removed unless it's antunna or hunna, or this noon is already part of the original verb. The root of the verb has a noon already, so we don't remove it. This is a very important rule. We're going to use it for lam and we're going to use it for lan. Okay? For lam and lan. Remember that when we go to lan. Now the fourth and last sentence. لم يأكلوا طعامهم. لم يأكلوا طعامهم. Again, we use the same rule because it's in the plural. The meaning of the sentence, they didn't eat their food. They didn't eat their food. لم يأكلوا. In the present it's يأكلون. We remove the noon, it becomes يأكلوا. And by the way, يأكلون doesn't have an alif after the waw. We remove the noon and we add an alif. So when we have a waw, like يأكلوا for the plural, plural male, يأكلون or تأكلون, it becomes يأكلوا or يأكلوا. تأكلوا or يأكلوا, not يأكلوا. No, we pronounce it as يأكلوا. So again, as a summary for lam, the first rule, put a sukun at the end of the verb. If the verb after conjugation has a noon, then remove the noon unless it is antunna or hunna. This is for lam. Now for the past tense negation, we have another word for negating the verb in the past, which is ma. Now I did write it in the beginning of the video so that you don't get confused. Like you can put it now in the back of your mind and then you can memorize it if you feel you're gonna get confused and you are still a beginner. But I have to tell you that we use it as well. And actually the difference between ma and lam is that in ma we use the verb as it is in the past. So let's see how I did the same examples here. لم أذهب إلى العمل becomes ما ذهبت إلى العمل. أذهب becomes ذهبت, which is the same verb but in the past. ما ذهبت إلى العمل. I didn't go to work. لم نقرأ اليوم becomes ما قرأنا اليوم. We didn't read today. لم يسافرا إلى المغرب ما سافرا إلى المغرب. They didn't travel to Morocco. لم يأكلوا طعامهم becomes ما أكلوا طعامهم. They didn't eat their food. So that's the only difference. I think it's easy, so it's better if you know it. But as I said, if you feel you're gonna get confused, just memorize it later. It's totally fine. Now let's move on to the next word, which is lan. Now I moved on to len since len has the same rules as lam. And since the rules are still fresh in your mind, so why not review them again, but by using len for the future. لن أذهب إلى العمل. I will not go to work. لن نقرأ اليوم. We will not read today. لن يسافرا إلى المغرب. They too will not travel to Morocco. لن يأكلوا طعامهم. They, plural male, will not eat their food. As you can see, we use the same rules. Sukun, if we have a noon, we remove it, and you know when to remove the noon. And if I have antum or hum, like plural male, and I have waw and a noon, I remove the noon and I put alif after the waw. This is basically the summary of the rules for lam and lan. Now let's go for la. Now the last word for negation, which is used for the present tense, and it's the easiest since it uses the present form of the verb as it is without any changes. So let's read the sentences and see how the verb is as it is without any changes in the present, and see as well the meaning of the sentence. لا أذهب إلى العمل. I don't go to work. لا نقرأ اليوم. We don't read today. لا يسافران إلى المغرب. They don't travel to Morocco. لا يأكلون طعامهم. They don't eat their food. So as you can see, the meaning changed and became in the present. So that's it for la. So your homework for today is to translate these sentences to Arabic. The first sentence, I don't like fish. I don't like fish. And if you are not sure which verb to use, like in the present is يحب. هو يحب for he, okay? You have to put it for I and negate it. So you will use the verb يحب for the first sentence. For the second sentence, you, singular female, didn't choose your dress. You, singular female, didn't choose your dress. And choose in the present is يختار. يختار. هو يختار. You will also make it with you, singular female, and negate it. The third sentence, they, plural female, will not open the door. They, plural, female, will not open the door. Open is هو يفتح, so you will use this verb يفتح, make it for they, plural, female, and negate it. You can write your answers in the comments down below, and I'm going to be checking them, inshallah. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Arabic__lessons, and like my Facebook page, Arabic Lessons with Nada. And if you have any suggestions or questions, here's my email, arabicwithnada@gmail.com. And
don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the bell to receive notifications for my upcoming videos. And now I'm gonna tell you,
see you soon. أراكم قريباً.